etc., up to the highest gods, and who, through their skill in means, demonstrate dharma to beings in the hells, in the animal world, and in the world of yama. There are bodhisattvas who have stood in the 6 perfections, conjured up a body such as that of a tathagata, visited countless Buddha fields and world systems in all the 10 directions, in each single direction, and there demonstrate dharma to beings, honor the tathagatas, perfect the Buddha fields, and hear the dharma. Having created for those Buddha fields illusory magical creations, they perfect the best, the most distinguished, the utmost Buddha fields. And, bound to one more birth, these bodhisattvas, reborn in those Buddha fields, know full enlightenment in the various Buddha fields. Those who have gone up to the highest sphere of phenomenal existence. There are bodhisattvas who, in consequence of the trances and formless attainments, are reborn among the gods of Brahma's group, etc. up to the subhakritsna gods. Thereafter they are reborn in the station of endless space, etc. up to in the summit of existence. Then they are reborn in various Buddha fields. Those who have forsaken the greed for the world of form. There are bodhisattvas, recipients of the trances and formless attainments, who are reborn in the station of endless space, etc. 2. In the summit of existence. Then they are reborn in the various Buddha fields. Those who attain nirvana in this very life. There are bodhisattvas who, coursing in the 6 perfections, their bodies adorned with the 32 marks of the Superman, become endowed with the most excellent perfectly pure organs, and who therefore become dear and pleasant to the many folk. And the beings who see those bodhisattvas, do, through just that serene faith in their hearts, gradually attain full nirvana through the 3 vehicles. It is thus that a bodhisattva should train himself in the perfect purity of body, speech and mind. There are bodhisattvas who, from the first production of the thought of enlightenment onwards, have stood in the 6 perfections and are never reborn anywhere in the states of woe, even before they have reached the irreversible stage. There are bodhisattvas who, from the first production of the thought of enlightenment onwards, never abandon the 10 ways of wholesome action until they have reached the irreversible stage. There are bodhisattvas who, after they have stood in the perfection of giving, have become universal monarchs and, having given gifts to beings, establish them in the 10 ways of wholesome action. There are bodhisattvas who, having stood in the perfection of giving, etc., gain many hundreds of thousands of worldwide kingdoms. Having stood therein, they please hundreds of thousands of niyutas of kotis of Buddhas, honor, respect, revere and worship those Buddhas and Lords, and thereafter win full enlightenment. Those who have witnessed cessation with their body. There are bodhisattvas who, coursing in perfect wisdom, recipients of the 4 trances and the 4 formless attainments, enter, playing with them, into the first trance. Emerged therefrom, they enter into the attainment of the trance of cessation. And so with the second trance, etc. 2. The 4th formless attainment. It is thus that these bodhisattvas, coursing in perfect wisdom, endowed with skill in means, having entered on the concentration which jumps at will from one station to any other, know full enlightenment in the various Buddha fields. The Pratyeka Buddha. There are bodhisattvas who, in Buddha-less world systems where there are no disciples, fully know the Pratyeka Buddha enlightenment. Having matured, through skill in means many hundreds of thousands of niyutas of kotis of living beings in the 3 vehicles, they know full enlightenment. Ca. The fruits which can be obtained on the path of the disciple and Pratyeka Buddha. There are bodhisattvas who are recipients of the applications of mindfulness. the right efforts, the bases of psychic power, the dominance, the powers, the limbs of enlightenment and the path, recipients of the 10 powers, the grounds of self-confidence, the analytical knowledges, and the 18 special Buddha dharmas, but they do not attain the fruit of a stream winner, etc. 2. The fruit of an arhat, or pratyeka Buddhahood. Coursing in perfect wisdom they show, through their skill in means the eightfold path to all beings, and thereby make them attain the fruit of a stream winner, etc. 2. Pratyeka Buddha enlightenment. They themselves do not realize these, but they establish others in them. C.B. The establishment of others in the Dharma one does not oneself obtain. The bodhisattva, the great being, patiently accepts the cognition which leads to the attainment of the fruit of all the disciples and pratyeka Buddhas. C. Elucidation of the community of irreversible bodhisattvas. Those bodhisattvas who dwell in this perfection of wisdom should be known as irreversible. There are bodhisattvas who, having stood in the 6 perfections, purify the Tushita realm. These bodhisattvas should surely be known as living in the auspicious eon. Those, Sariputra, are irreversible bodhisattvas who thus rise up to the Buddha dharmas. According to their practices. 1. Perfect purity. Therefore then, Sariputra, a bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom, should give no occasion for faulty deeds of body, speech or mind, and he should train in view of the perfect purity of the deeds of body, speech and mind. Instructions about non-attachment. Sariputra. What is a faulty deed of body, speech, and mind? The Lord. Here it occurs to a bodhisattva to ask what is the body by which deeds of the body could be undertaken. What the voice by which deeds of speech could be undertaken, what the mind by which deeds of mind could be undertaken. Thus investigating, he gets at body, speech, and mind. For a bodhisattva such an undertaking of deeds of body, speech, and mind is faulty. Furthermore, a bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom does not get at such a kind of body, speech or mind, by which he would produce a thought of meanness, immorality, ill will, sloth, distraction, or stupidity. It is impossible, it cannot be, that a bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom could produce wickedness of body, speech, or mind. That is quite impossible. And why? Because a bodhisattva, who courses in the 6 perfections, cleanses away the wickedness of body, speech, and mind. Sariputra. How then does he cleanse away that wickedness? The Lord. When he does not get at body, speech, or mind. If, moreover, a bodhisattva, account of the first thought of enlightenment, complies with the 10 ways of wholesome action, produces no disciple thought or pratyeka Buddha thought, but constantly and always sets up a thought of great compassion for all beings, it is then that I say that a bodhisattva's wickedness of body, speech, and mind is perfectly purified. There are bodhisattvas, great beings, who, coursing in perfect wisdom, and purifying the path to enlightenment, course in the perfection of giving, etc. 2. In the perfection of wisdom. Sariputra. What is a bodhisattva's path to enlightenment? The Lord. When a bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, does not get at body, speech, or mind, at any of the 6 perfection, at the idea of disciple, pratyeka Buddha, bodhisattva or Buddha, then that is a bodhisattva's path to enlightenment, i.e., the non-apprehension of all dharmas. The bodhisattva who walks by that path and courses in the 6 perfections, cannot possibly be crushed.